The Independent Order of Oddfellows is one of the oldest and most storied fraternal organizations in the world. We've been invited to Mannington, West Virginia to investigate one of their buildings.
So there's a little bit of confusion about what this place was.
Well, you just got serious.
3.
There's number 3 right there.
Do spirits still remain in this building?
I mean, oh, there we go.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Can we uncover the secrets?
And you come face to face with death.
The Independent Order of Oddfellows is one of the oldest and most storied fraternal organizations in the world. With roots tracing back to 18th century England and a strong foundation in community service, the Oddfellows have played a significant role in the development of social support networks across the United States, including West Virginia. The organization is known not only for its secrecy and rituals, but also for its long-standing commitment to charity, truth, and friendship. Its sister organization, the Rebeccas, brought women into the fold of this benevolent work, further expanding its reach and impact. The origins of the Oddfellows are somewhat obscure, but the order is believed to have emerged in England during the mid to late 1700s, possibly as early as 1730. In 1819, the Oddfellows were formally established in the United States by Thomas Wildley, who organized the first American lodge in Baltimore, Maryland. The order became known as the Independent Order of Oddfellows, separating itself from the British tradition and growing rapidly in the new republic. The IOOF is founded on the principles of friendship, love, and truth. Symbolized by the iconic 3-link chain emblem, these principles guide their mission to uplift humanity and relieve suffering through acts of charity, mutual aid, and community involvement. Historically, Oddfellows have operated orphanages, homes for the elderly, hospitals and cemeteries, disaster relief funds, and scholarship programs. In essence, the Oddfellows aim to fill the gap in social services before government welfare systems existed. Their motto, visit the sick, relieve the distressed, bury the dead, and educate the orphan. Like many fraternal orders, the IOOF is steeped in ritual, symbolism, and degrees of membership. Initiation into the Oddfellows includes symbolic teachings drawn from allegoric stories, including biblical references and moral lessons. Use of symbols such as the all-seeing eye, the heart and hand, and the 3 links are among the most prominent symbols. Oaths and secrecy that members swear to uphold the values of the organization and maintain its internal matters confidentially. In West Virginia, as in other rural regions, the Oddfellows and the Rebeccas, their motto, friendship, love, and truth, continues to resonate those seeking both connection and purpose in community service. Which brings us to Mannington, West Virginia. Rebecca Juarez, who owns the Senator's Mansion in Mannington, has invited us out to Lodge number 43, the Rebecca Lodge. During this investigation, I did not realize that this was a Rebecca Lodge. I was told that it was an Oddfellows facility, and I assumed it could have possibly been a lodge itself or one of the homes that the Oddfellows took part in. Coincidentally enough, I did bring some documentation from the female organization for this investigation to see if any activity would stir up. So could the Rebecca Lodge of Mannington truly be haunted? Are we going to be able to prove that there is paranormal activity still within these walls? It's time to start the night investigation.
Coming this September. Explore the haunted grounds of the Greene County Historical Society. Check out artists, vendors, authors, all surrounding the paranormal. And if you dare, join the ghost hunt.
Tonight we have been given special access to a building that may hold some mysteries. We are here in downtown Mannington, West Virginia, where we are going to be joined by a very special guest. We have Rebecca Juarez here with us, the owner of the Senator's Mansion. How's it going?
It's going good.
Good.
It's going
Are you excited?
We're excited to have you guys here today and see what kind of fun stuff we can find.
What made you decide to buy this building?
In this town, we have a problem with a lot of people not taking care of buildings, and that causes them to be demolished. And so we thought if we stepped in, we could help save this one.
So you own the Senator's Mansion.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that structure. What made you want to buy that?
Well, the Senator's Mansion was built in 1868. It is the former residence of Senator George W. Bowers, who was a state senator from 1921 to 1924.
And you've been doing a lot of work over there.
We have, yeah. When we bought the building, it was in severe disrepair, mostly from water damage. So it's been under very extensive construction for mostly those purposes, but overall it was just not getting any love for quite a while. So we got it back in shape.
So it seems like you like repurposing old structures and revitalizing them. And when this building came up for sale, you obviously wanted to save it. So what are the plans for this building?
First plan is to put in an escape room here. We don't have any escape rooms in Marion County, so it would be the only one, so we're kind of excited about that.
That'd be awesome. What information do you have about the building that we're standing in right now?
So I do know that this building was built in 1898 for the purposes of being an Odd Fellows facility. I don't know how long it was before it switched hands. Since then, it was most popular for being a television religious station. Upstairs, they have a soundproof room. Down here, I'm told, used to be kind of a general store back in the day. And until we took over, that's pretty much the only history I know that it's had.
Well, we're very excited to have you along for this investigation. Again, thanks for allowing us to come in here and investigate it for the very first time.
Yeah.
I have a deep connection with Oddfellows Lodges, and tonight you all are going to see some interesting things, and some information about the Oddfellows is going to come out as the investigation unfolds when we make our way upstairs to the Grand Lodge room. So let's get this investigation started. Now, do you know what this room would have been? Would this been a part of the general store?
I don't know which side of it was the general store. I have seen old pictures of the outside, but not of the inside, so I don't know exactly.
I wonder if we can get a hold of those pictures.
I have a couple of them.
Yeah, people love to see them.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we should get a device rolling. And just to let everybody know, I just changed all the batteries and all the gear. And new batteries in the recorders, our mics are fully charged. Our paranormal gear have brand new batteries in them. So we're gonna see if anything interesting comes of this. If there's anyone here with me, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Danny Strakel. I'm here with my buddy Tim Foreman. And you are probably really familiar with Rebecca here. She has been coming here and revitalizing the building a little bit. But, you know, we're here trying something new tonight. We do have a couple of cameras set up upstairs with different devices that you are more than welcome to interact with, but we're going to be making our way from the first floor up to the third floor. We have a device right here in front of me. And if you walk up to it and you can touch the green light, that will let us know that you're here. You don't even have to touch it, you just have to get close to it. That's all you have to do, and that will let us know that you want to interact with us.
And we mean you no harm, then none of these devices will harm you. So,
Yeah, good on you on that.
I'm, you know, I was just trying to add to it.
So Rebecca's plan is to turn this into an escape room where people can come and have fun. It's not as scary as it sounds, but if you would like to, you could walk up to, like I said, this device that's right here, or the device in her hand. It kind of works the same way as the device in the chair. If you walk up close to it, it will change colors. And if you make it spike into the red, that will really show us that you are here. And it's okay if you don't want to talk to us. It's totally fine. All right, I'm in airplane mode. So I'm gonna give you this.
Okay.
This, didn't we use this?
We did.
Okay, cool.
I'm
So
familiar with this one.
for those who are unfamiliar, Rebecca's holding a device that will use words.
Look below.
Look below.
Yeah, we already looked below earlier.
Yeah, we went to the basement earlier today.
What's below? Sorry about the noise. We are right on a main road here. What is below? What should we look for below? Can you make a sound somewhere in this room? Can you knock on something? 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 I know.
There's so much traffic.
Not that. It's just like I don't feel anything down here.
Snooker table.
Snooker table.
Snooker table?
Is this a snooker table?
I don't know, but that is the first time that's ever come through Spirit Talker.
My phone's in the bag. What is this?
I don't know how to open this table. It's like a little desk. All right.
It said look below.
There's a lock here.
Snooker table may have a treasure map.
Empty.
Rebecca and I continue to look through this table and don't find anything. And then a mean, disembodied voice is captured on our camera's audio.
Okay, now watch your step. I'm the mom of the group tonight, all right?
I feel like the more that we go up tonight, the more we're going to have more interaction. Also, again, first time that we're ever doing this. We don't know. Spirits, sometimes it takes them a few tries to like get used to it, but they seem to, I mean, upstairs, like in the lodge.
Knife.
Right.
I got one on me.
Got 3.
Jeez. Jesus, man.
Okay. Is she calling you out? Or he's calling you out, whoever.
Was somebody hurt with a knife in here? 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 There's
That's
the thunder.
Thunder.
Now it's gonna kick in.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Yep.
Well, you know, we're trying to, you know, laugh a little bit, have a little bit of fun.
Refuse.
Refuse.
Refuse to
Have a little fun.
talk.
Refuse to talk. Yeah.
But we're trying to have a good time and bring all this positive energy into this building that has seen some better days. And I invite you to use the batteries in our cameras, in our electronic devices, not from us, but if you want to use those batteries to gain energy and help manifest yourself through device interaction, or you can even speak into our
They
mic.
killed me.
They killed you. They killed you.
With the knife?
Oh. What did they kill you with? Who killed you?
Her face just went blank when that came across.
You're like, I was here for the fun stuff.
Well, you just got serious.
Yeah, this was the first time all day where, like, you know, I've been running around the camera and getting stuff. But this is the first time all day where it just
What's
feels
your name?
cold. My name's Danny. That
I'm
is
Tim.
Tim.
I'm Rebecca. What is your name?
I am death.
And death.
We're in an Oddfellows Lodge. And, okay, so a part of the initiation process with Oddfellows is at the very end, I didn't want to say it right now, but at the very end, you were blindfolded throughout this initiatory process. And at the very end, they lift your blindfold for the last time, and you come face to face with death. It's a symbolic with facing your own mortality and being a kind person. Like, you know, you only have X amount of time in this realm, this world, so you may as well do good, and it's a part of reminding you of your mortality. So I am death kind of goes hand in hand with the building that we're investigating. It's not necessarily a scary thing.
Okay. It's a
Oh, you made her feel
symbolism.
better.
Yeah, it's very symbolic. They did use real human skeletons in the rituals, initiation rituals or whatever. That's interesting. I like to come
I
here.
like to come here.
Was this a spot for you to come and hang out? Were you a part or a member of the lodge that was here? Why did you come to this building? Give us a sign that you're here. Well, I'm going to knock on a wall, and it's a fairly common knock. So if you can repeat this knock back to me.
I'm attached to the forest.
You're attached to the what?
The forest.
Forest.
I don't understand that.
I mean, there's land all around us.
Couldn't tell if it was thunder or if
Footsteps.
If it was footsteps upstairs. You'll have to go back through and listen to the recording.
We don't have anything on the second floor.
Well, no, you got already from down here.
True. All right, I'm gonna make this knock. What did it say?
No, I'm.
Oh, okay. Finish the knock, okay?
Painting size.
Painting's eyes.
You know what's super weird? The only place that that's ever came through was the Mac.
There's a painting right there.
Oh yeah, and her eyes are.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
What happened at the Mac with the painting's eyes?
It's just the same response came through.
Were there paintings?
I mean, it's an art center.
I've been here 200 years.
200 seems like a...
This
Like a
building
while.
isn't even 200 years old,
No.
but that doesn't mean,
Could be the ground.
Yeah.
yeah.
Could be land spirits.
And there is a stream.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What does Kevin Paul always say? It comes with the confluence of water.
Yep.
And we're literally on the water, just like Greene
literally on the water.
County Historical Society.
What happens with the water?
Spirits, just like how rivers converge, a lot of energy is stored at the confluence, so like where streams meet. And isn't there two streams?
This is the fork of the stream right here.
Yeah, exactly, at the confluence of water. Well, if no one's going to talk to us here, we're going to take ourselves up to the second floor. You are more than welcome to join us up there and communicate with us there if you feel more comfortable up there. But we're going to make our way to the second floor.
We make our way up to the second floor where we're going to continue trying to communicate with the spirits of this building. When we arrive to our spot, something comes through Spirit Talker, and then something is captured on the third floor in the Grand Lodge area.
Am I dead?
Am I dead?
Yeah, could be.
You could be. If anyone is here on the second floor with us, I put a device on the ground with an orange and green light.
Green eyes.
Green eyes?
Yeah, green eyes.
I got hazel.
Mine aren't green either.
My name is Iris.
Hi, Iris.
That's a beautiful name. Like the flower.
So Iris, if you can hear me, my name is Danny, and I'm very friendly, I promise. And so is Tim and Rebecca. Tim is going to be listening to a device that can hear you speak. Church friends will
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say it again. So to everyone who's watching, Tim is listening to a digital recorder live. He's trying to listen for EVPs right now. Can you walk over to Tim and tell him your name? All you have to do is speak into that microphone. How old are you, Iris? Just got a ringing in my ear. You're pretty bad ringing.
What does that mean?
Sometimes whenever like spirits want to communicate, or if like I feel something about to happen, I go ringing, and I was at work the other day, and I felt this rush of energy just come up on my right side, and right before, it felt like I went deaf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just like a huge ringing. Now there's a device directly behind me, and it has two lights on it. A green light and an
Soon.
orange.
Soon.
I'd like for you to interact with it soon. I'd like for you to interact with it soon.
Man, this is weird. It magnifies everything so much. I can hear more rain dropping than anything.
Well, why don't we save that for the soundproof room? Iris, if you're still here, can you make a knock somewhere on this floor? I just saw a temperature flash. Iris, do you see that orange light on the ground? Right by that door. Can you, oh yeah? You see how it flashed red for me? Keep walking up to it. Make it go off, please. You can use the energy from the devices that we're holding. You can use the energy from the rain and the water. You can walk close to it.
Hungry.
You're hungry?
We have some pizza.
We do have some pizza. We could feed you some pizza. If that would make you happy. Walk up to that device that's on the floor right there. Just reach out and touch it. It won't hurt. It'll just turn pretty colors.
It's got the biggest whiff of
He's
coffee.
a minor.
He's
A miner, like a
miner,
coal
like a
miner.
coal
Coal
miner.
miner?
Yeah.
You get the biggest whiff of what?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee. It was right there in front of that window. As soon as I stood up,
Huh.
it smelled like pure coffee grounds.
Miners probably had to drink coffee because they got to get up early and stay up late.
And I'm assuming this was a big mining community.
Yeah, it was.
And there still is. There's still a mine right up the road, I don't know, 5 miles up in Metz.
Yeah.
That's true.
My neighbor's coal miner. Yeah.
That's true.
My neighbor's coal miner. Yeah.
That's true.
My neighbor's coal miner. Yeah.
That's true.
My neighbor's coal miner.
If this is someone other than Iris, can you reach down and, or at least try to kick that little rod? It's like it wants to.
Oh.
She doesn't like visitors.
Oh wow, I've never heard that one come through.
No, we've gotten, I don't like investigators.
Oh. That's specific.
Yeah, that was at a recent investigation we had. Who doesn't like visitors? So there's a little bit of confusion about what this place was. We know that the Oddfellows had some sort of association here. Was it a actual lodge? Or was it a home that helped people? Or was it both?
Can you find my grave?
We can try.
If you give us your full name,
Give us your last name.
if this is still Iris, give us your last name.
How can we find your grave? What clues can you give us? How do we help you? How do we help you find peace? If you tell us your name,
Worry.
Worry.
Worry. There's no need to worry. We'll help you.
is there a reason to be worried, or are you worried about something?
Or should we be worried about something?
Yeah, or should we be worried about something? Should we be worried about what's upstairs? I mean, a lot of spirit talker stuff, but not a lot of device interaction. Like EMF's not going off, millimeter's not going off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was looked at the Mac the first time.
That's true. That's very true.
You seem familiar.
Her? Y'all heard the knock though, right?
Yeah. I come here sometimes.
Do you like what she's doing with the place?
I need to make peace.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Wow, I am tongue twisted right now.
Yeah.
What did you do that you need to make peace with?
Who did you wrong? I wonder how things are going on upstairs.
I don't know.
Me neither. I mean, I haven't heard anything go off yet.
I haven't heard anything fall over.
Yeah.
Which you can do if you want to. You can knock things over. Of ours.
Of ours. You can knock over our stuff.
Yeah, not her stuff.
Is there something that we need to do to make you come out and speak with us?
Senses.
Census.
Wonder how far the census goes back. This.
Well,
No, like your
your-
5 senses.
all senses.
Yeah. Damn the American language.
It's a C or an S? It's an S.
All right, well, let's try this up here.
Wait a minute. We got eyes downstairs. We got color of eyes.
Green eyes.
And that's one of your senses.
Vision.
Sight.
Vision. Vision. Vision.
I mean, we're trying to see you.
Did you see something that maybe you weren't supposed to see? And now you're wanting to clear your conscience?
Maybe because you had a smell, that's a sense.
Yeah.
Random thought. Earlier, it said they killed me. Maybe someone else is coming through saying, I need to make peace.
Ashes.
Ashes.
Were you burned? Did something happen? Did you die in a fire?
Stop.
Yeah, I need to change the battery in my camera.
And go to the room.
Take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a little fiver. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Kept it rolling.
Literally, the camera curse, dude. Never cut. Just never cut.
Thank you.
There. Hi, Iris.
Is this Iris? Is this the minor?
person that wants the clear conscience.
I literally cut the recording. And it goes off.
It's jokes.
Maybe they didn't want us to leave.
Thank goodness we're all still rolling on audio.
Liam. Is your name Liam?
Liam.
Liam, if that's you, could you walk over to that device again? And can you make it go off? Or could you close the door? Could you close a door?
I don't think there's any doors over here.
There's that door.
Oh.
And then the other door. There's a couple of doors.
There's none on this side.
It's very calm.
After this quick laugh, we decide to wrap up our session on the second floor and make our way to the third floor in the old religious TV station room, which is soundproofed.
So right now we are currently in the soundproof room where the TV station was. Apparently this was a Christian-based TV station.
I believe so.
And it is soundproofed. Like I can hear my heart beating right now. Tim is over here about to listen to a digital recorder live, so if any EVPs come through, this is probably the best room to do it in. We've had tracer set up here, EMF detector. We have a K2 meter over there. And I just set up the millimeter. If anybody is here with us, we have a multitude of devices here. If you can hear my voice, Tim is listening to a microphone. And it's set up right over here by this like little green laser that we have set up. Can you walk over there and tell Tim your name?
Tim listens for about 15 minutes while we ask him questions. However, he didn't hear anything, and during my review, no voices were captured. So we decide to break out the spirit box and do an Estes session.
Alright, so have you ever seen this done?
I'm not sure what's happening.
Okay. So basically what Tim is doing, he is listening to sweeping radio frequencies.
Uncertainty.
And what he's listening for is certain voices that stand out to him. Now, it said that spirits can manipulate the white noise from the radio frequencies, just kind of like how they mess with EMF devices and things like that. And it's sweeping at such a fast rate. And he's also sweeping in reverse, so it shouldn't be something that comes forward, like come from like a forward frequency where if it's skipping a couple.
Sick.
Well, let's just start asking some
What?
questions. Can you tell us your name?
This.
I noticed at first that you said uncertainty, and I was trying to explain it to Rebecca, like how it works.
Architect.
Do you know someone who's an architect?
We had an architect in here recently.
Yeah. What's your name?
C.
We were talking about the senses earlier.
Yeah.
And eyes. one of the main things with the Oddfellows is
Record.
they like using the eye symbol.
I noticed that.
They used to do recordings in this room. It's temperature
Temperature.
on the millimeter there, yeah.
So is the Oddfellow eye similar to the all-seeing eye, or is it completely different?
I mean, it's pretty much similar to that.
Okay.
Can you tell Tim your name, please, so that we know who that we were speaking with?
Look.
Look where?
I saw that.
We were talking to someone earlier who wanted to make peace. Can you tell us who that person is? What used to happen in this building?
Three.
Are you talking
There's
about?
number 3 right there.
Are you kidding me?
I was just looking at it, and then he said 3.
It says number 3 for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of weird.
What about the number 3?
Folks.
Folks.
You're talking about like the officers? All right. How many fingers?
Sure.
How many fingers am I holding up? Spirits? Can you tell me? How many fingers?
This house.
What about this house? I need more direct answers to the questions that we're asking. I'm a photographer and I like taking pictures. If you can make one of these devices go off, I will take your photo.
Thought for sure it said confession.
Is this the person who had something to tell us earlier? Who wanted to make peace?
Upbeat.
Well, we're gonna pull him out of there if you don't say anything relevant to what we're asking. Can you tell us the town that we're in?
Sound like it said yes'm.
Can you please tell us the name of the town that we're in? Also, I want to record every investigation in a place like this. Like, the audio is so good.
What?
It's way too loud for him. I'm going to have to pull Tim out. And we're going to go over to the lodge, if that's okay.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. But we're going to move on to the next room, okay? All right, I'm going to pull him out. It's always a fucking jump scare whenever you pull someone out of that.
After having a couple of incredible instances during the Estes session, we decide to pull Tim out, collect our gear, and make our way over to the Grand Lodge area.
It feels weird in here. Like very calm.
That's so calm.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Feels a little heavier now than it did earlier.
Really?
I think so.
Feels calm. Well, we're about to end our investigation. This is the last stop at the Oddfellows Lodge here in Mannington. And I actually brought something that may or may not do something to amplify the energy in the room.
I ended up bringing some trigger objects with me on this investigation. I have a membership card that has the vows of the Oddfellows on it, and I wanted to read it aloud, as I have an affinity with Oddfellows Lodges, because one of my first investigations for Spirit Walk was at a disbanded lodge in Clarksburg, West Virginia.
I am an Oddfellow. I believe in the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man. I believe in...
Out of respect for the Oddfellows and keeping the secrecy of their fraternal order, I am not going to publish the audio of this vow. Rebecca noticed that the tripwire had went off while I was reading the vow, and you could feel the energy shift in the room.
I am an Oddfellow.
That blinked when you were talking.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
It was the first one touching it from the top.
Now we know that the Oddfellows, they had an association here with this building. Can you touch any of those devices that we have set up for you on the stage? Tim had just put 2 new devices. They're just flashlights, but if you touch either of them, we can kind of make a yes-no answering system. Or if you want to just walk up on the stage, we can see you by touching any of those purple lights. If anyone is here with us, please make yourself known. We'd like to know your name, where you come from, or if you could, make a knocking sound or close the door to this lodge. What?
Looked.
The tripwire?
Yep, tripwire.
3 of them.
Really? What?
Looked.
The tripwire?
Yep, tripwire.
3 of them.
Really? It's always when I look away. I mean, oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. You
Thank you.
see that one? Thank you.
I was looking away that time.
Can you do that again?
Can you walk up to the next one in line? Can you make a stomping sound on the stage?
I move my main camera to the other side of the room for a different angle. Then I break out my thermal imaging camera to see if I can capture anything.
So if there's anyone here, let's just make this a lot easier for you. You walk up to this. You can make that go off. Tell me run one.
Oh, yeah.
But I also want to take your picture. I know that photography is not particularly allowed in here.
Maybe they don't want drip.
But I want to take your photo. Now, if this really was a lodge, and I really believe it was, Tim noticed earlier when we were filming B-roll, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3.
Oh.
Because they would all be at this pillar.
I see, yeah.
So this would have been the main officer. This would have been one of the other ones. And then that would have been another one. But it looks like that molding comes up all the way around. And then these would have been the 3 stages. This would have been the Grandmaster's stage.
Oh.
And over here,
Just had a hit on tripwire.
this would have been the Grandmaster's stage.
Oh.
This would have been the Grandmaster's stage.
Oh.
This would have been the Grandmaster's stage.
Oh.
Do you not like me explaining what this was? A lot of people know. Some people don't, but a lot of people do. But I'm going to take some photos. And if you can make the tripwire, the thing with the purple lights, or the REM pod, the thing with the red light makes some noise, that would be amazing. But let's go ahead and take a series of photos in here to see if anything comes through. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
I take a series of Polaroids, but no anomalies are captured. We end up investigating for a few more minutes, but we're having no interaction on any of our devices. We're not hearing anything. So I decide to close out the night with a final message.
And just to let you know, we don't want anything negative to follow us home. I don't think there is anything negative here. Obviously, you're going to be seeing a lot more of Rebecca here. And she's going to be making this building much more beautiful than it is in its current state. She's very good at making things stay in their period of time. So she's got some new ideas for here. So please allow her to work safely in here, and all the other people that come through this space, allow them to, work safely and travel home safely, get home safely, and protect them.
Oddfellows Lodges will always hold a special place in my heart. As I mentioned earlier, it was one of Spirit Walk Paranormal's first investigations, and I've been collecting memorabilia ever since. The Rebecca Lodge in Mannington, West Virginia seems like it still might hold energies from the past. Some intelligent, some residual. I want to give a big shout out to Rebecca Juarez for inviting us out to investigate this location for the very first time. So please go follow her on her socials. As always, the question remains: are their lives still attached to this place? The structure had stood for over 100 years and has seen many faces in and out of it. From the time it was a lodge till it became a TV station, and now it has a bright new future because of Rebecca. There are so many places in West Virginia to explore. A lot of them shrouded in mystery and people wanting to know, are they spiritually active? There are many historic buildings located in Mannington, and we're not too far away. So I'm looking forward for when we get to come back and do another investigation sometime in the future.